of fun. I adore blackberries, and putting them with spices is just
Hmm.
that much better. Yeah, cardamom would be
It
interesting. Now you
is,
got
but
me
you've also
thinking.
got to you've got to be careful with the tannins too,
Yeah, yeah.
especially if they're very young. Because you put espresso, blackberry, cardamom all together. That's a lot of stuff right there.
Yeah, you're gonna want to back sweeten that a little bit if it comes out
Mm-hmm.
too tannic. Otherwise, it's just gonna make your tongue shrivel up, right?
Yeah, huh? Yeah.
Right. Try 13 of those back to back, and we weren't spitting.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that would be rough. That would be rough. Doing Weirdamels, especially since up until just recently, all the pepper meads end up in the Weirdamel category. Because there's no category
Right.
for capsicumels yet. That may happen, but it would be, I always vote. I always put up when they ask, if you have a category that you prefer. I always go Weirdamels, Weirdamels. They know this anyway, that I just my favorite category. But so I often get put into it, and you'll end up with like a flight that's Chipotle, and then jalapeno, and various and sundry other things. And there's sometimes it's like Chipotle coffee meads, and so you get Chipotle, and then you get jalapeno, and then you get that guy who likes ghost peppers, and then and then there's the guy that thinks that ghost peppers aren't hot enough, so let's do a Carolina Reaper. And it's like I look at this flight, and I'm like, is there anything I have to do after this? Because I'm not gonna have a palate at all. It's gonna get burned out, like completely and utterly. Might not be able to taste anything for days.
Can somebody please bring me a vat of sour cream that I might soak my tongue in
Yeah,
after this?
yeah. It's like, can you guys bring me some milk, please? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm much happier when the Weirdamels are things like are things like, well, we had the one year it was a beet mead, and somebody had made, and it was literally day glow pink. I mean, kid you not, think glowed in the dark, and and it was surprisingly good. I was actually quite interested in it. I don't like beets. Beets make me gag. Like the smell, the taste, every beets, raw, cooked, I don't care. They make me gag. And this beet meat. Of course, somebody had to bring it to me because they know I hate beet meats because I've said so often enough. And and so like, Vicky, try this. And I tried. I'm like, wow, that's really good. And then, what is it? And they're like, beets. Wow, that's really interesting.
Hmm.
So
Actually, beets can be really good if you roast them. They caramelize, and so that's a whole fun experimentation road to go down.
yeah, I wouldn't mind
Absolutely.
roasting in them and maybe trying them in a mead, but I won't eat them. I won't. Sorry, not gonna happen. I won't. I won't eat
Yeah,
them.
I'm
I
a
refuse.
total beet fan over
Yeah,
here. I
she's
grow
the other
three
way.
different
Yeah,
kinds in the garden. I,
yeah.
I, I I adore them. I eat them raw.
She'll eat my beets.
I'll eat the beets for you.
She'll eat the beets
But
for me.
uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, beet meat is on my to-do list,
Yeah,
which is
because
like 5 pages long now.
well, there's sugar. I mean, you get right down to it. I mean,
Yeah,
Michigan produces tons and tons of sugar beets. It's a huge, huge, ag business in Michigan and possibly in other states as well. But yeah, a lot of people are chipping in with beets. Awesome. And Bobby
well,
Slant
that's
says he's
the
bringing
nice
Reaper
thing is
mead.
the nice thing with beets is that they're really sweet, but the problem is sometimes they taste like dirt, and I love beets. I don't like them when they're dirt flavored. So, it's one of those things where I've learned that if it smells too much like earth, that I just double peel them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
So
more of a rutabaga gal when it comes to root veggies. Yeah, I love me some rutabagas and turnips. Those are good. Don't like beets.
I
But
had a really good sweet potato mead.
I've heard that. I haven't tried to do one yet, but I have heard that you can make some pretty good. And it seems to me, because sweet potatoes and pumpkins are so close together, that that would work out pretty well.
Right.
Yeah,
well, they actually do enhance each
Yes.
other's flavors from what I hear.
yeah. I want to make a mead from, and I forget, it's the squash that they use for canned quote unquote pumpkin. This canned Libby's canned pumpkin that they have in the stores. That's not actually pumpkin. It's a squash. But that's what
Well, yeah, because
Butternut
pumpkins.
squash?
yeah, it's
You oftentimes it almost doesn't matter what kind of squash, because pretty much if you put pumpkin spice in them, they all taste the
they
same.
all taste the same.
But
yeah.
most of the time, the squash is a lot, with the exception of spaghetti squash, of course. Squash is a whole lot less stringy than pumpkin, so it tends to cook down better.
Oh, Chris Hodge says he's working on a banana cream pie mead. There's a whole series of oh no, I'm getting invited around when I go to New York City this weekend. There's a whole bunch of just interesting new stuff coming in. People trying, pushing the envelope, and doing things with weird things. I'm loving seeing it because people are getting so creative. Not all of it works, but
Yeah. So one really cool mead that I tasted, and this was a long time ago, was the collaboration between Crafted and Cigar Brewing in Tampa, when they did that key lime pie mead.
yeah, I saw the posts about that.
Oh my God!
I haven't had it yet. Was it amazing?
It was really good, and honestly, so I was working up in Ohio at the time, and I went to go and visit crafters, and they were telling me that they lost about a third of their product because they used real graham crackers.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, that
yeah.
would make
First made
sense. Yeah. Well, Brad at Bee Nectar did that with their apple pie. It had, apple pie with crust, and they used graham crackers, and I don't know how much they lost. I never really asked, but it makes sense. They would, fudge up and leave a lot of grunge.
That key lime pie, honestly, it tasted like you were biting into a slice of key lime pie. It had all the flavor profiles with how they got the meringue you had everything.
Did you get any?
It was really good.
Did you get any of Sergio's pecan pie mead?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Was that amazing?
Good.
Oh my God. I bought 2 bottles because that was the max you could buy, right? And they were gone like in about 20 minutes. Because we had Christmas. It was at Christmas time, so I had my daughter and son-in-law here, and I just glasses all around, and yeah, those. Oh God, that was so good. But I love the pie meads. There's a lot of that going around. I know Sergio's doing a series of cheesecake meads. No idea how, but it sounds really interesting.
It was a raspberry cheesecake, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and apparently there are others yet to come. That's just the first cheesecake mead.
And Sergio is from where?
Sergio owns Melavino in New Jersey. It is currently the only meadery in New Jersey. Well, no, wait. There's one other meadery in New Jersey, but Sergio was the first one. And his meads are... I have yet to have a mead Sergio made that wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
And I've had...
I mean, I'm already sold. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to get them. You guys... I'm pretty sure you guys have got them on your site. So...
I think we do. I'm looking them up right now. So.
Yeah, you want some of this. It's all really good. If you like fruits,
do already. I want it all.
If you like fruity things, get A Murder of Crows. It is amazing. So good. Oh God. I mean, I'd have to run down the list of all the ones I bought, but I've been working my way through them, and I haven't had one yet that I didn't like completely,
Work.
Dakota Clover honey.
The what?
Say it again.
His Dakota Clover, the traditional made with the Dakota Clover honey. Oh my goodness.
It's amazing, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, it was. I basically got like a whole series of all of his Melomels. Oh my God. They're all of them just stunning. Just amazing. But yeah, I mean, there's Theresa, we could go on and on and on about what meaderies you need to get mead from, and then you just pretty much just hand your paycheck over to Vinoshipper.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, pretty much. Hopefully they'll give you a break on the shipping, because that'll kill you, man. That's the only reason I don't spend more money on Vinoshipper, is because I'll go in and I've got my cart full of mead from like 6 meaderies from 5 different states, and then I look at it and it's like I've got $250 worth of mead and $175 in shipping. It's like, ow.
I know, it's crazy. They are discounted rates. I
I know.
Comparison for somebody today, so they are good. But Yeah, it's a tough thing to ship, and all the surcharges and everything that go along with that for, adult signature and whatever they can dream up. We do waive all those, but still, it's just, it's, but it's worth the effort, it sounds like. So I'm really glad.
Well, there's so many people that can't get the meads. I don't know. What's it like can you guys order stuff to be shipped directly to you in Indiana? Carolyn?
No, and I think unless something's changed, I couldn't join Melavino's club, so I moved to New York.
Yeah, there you go. Well, the last I heard, Indiana was even worse than some of the southern states for being able to ship mead.
Oh my God,
it was
bad.
awful. Yeah, I saw that. Well, I saw that
it's
article
really
about what they're doing to make it hard for places in Indiana to ship to people in Indiana. It's like, do you not want to make money, really? So.
Oh my God. Well, Illinois just woke up too, but by the fact, Vinoshipper, if you are a Vinoshipper meadery registered here, we will ship into Illinois and Indiana for you.
Oh, cool.
So we are compliant that way. So that is one way to go for it. Yeah.
Now, when you get it, now the big question here, Theresa, is when y'all going to get Canada? Because that's where MJ lives, in Canada.
We are working on things. We are absolutely working on things. Yeah.
I remember John, is it John Day telling me that
John,
or no, it was one of the guys, somebody, one of the Canadian. Yeah, okay, I think it was Monroe, was saying that it was more difficult to send mead to a local restaurant than it was to send it to Japan.
Huh.
It was easier to send it to Japan than to get it into a local restaurant. The regulations here are ludicrous, so I appreciate the sentiment, but I'm not holding my breath for Vinoshipper.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to happen this year. It's not going to happen this year, but yeah, it's just, and then you get a little tiny state like Illinois, or you get somebody like Connecticut who says, great, we can ship to Connecticut. Oh, by the way, you have to register every single label for $200 every other year. Right? Lord. So and then there's California. Give us $10. You can ship in all you want. File your taxes once a year.
California don't care.
We welcome it.
California's like, we'll ship it in, we'll ship it out. Just as long as we're drinking, it's all good.
And we'll take your taxes too. Thank you.
Yeah.
I know. And then there's Minnesota, which is really easy and free, and it's just crazy. It's just, and when you find the ones that are just sticklers, you just got to go, why? Don't you want the money? Don't you want the tax money? Don't you want to help your local business people?
No,
I'm trying to give you my money.
No, come on.
Nope,
I live in the state where they would rather lose a couple of $100 million in revenue than let people use the bathroom that they want.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, not to go political, and we're not going to go there, but the point is that they were so stuck on a concept that literally they lost new headquarters of companies that were thinking about coming here. They lost, I don't even know how many annual conferences that have been coming here for years that said, no more, bye-bye. And, it just went on and on and on. And people are screaming, going, dude, that's tax money. We're already upside down on the budget. What's wrong with you? And the government's going, well, we have this thing, we don't really care. So, yeah, it's states do stupid stuff. And, they don't think about it. For the longest time, North Carolina, in order for a meadery, a winery, a brewery to ship in here, they had to sign up with a distributor and keep like a ridiculous amount of product in a warehouse somewhere in the state. And you get the micro places, most meaderies are small, like really small. They can't, put a pallet of mead in a warehouse somewhere. They can't.
No, but that's the case with the majority of wineries. Over 90% of wineries create less than 5,000 cases, much less. So, I mean, when people come to Vinoshipper, it's funny because they're like, well, we're just small producers. I'm like, well, welcome. You found your home, because most of us are the small producers. And exactly, we can't get a large distribution because they want to turn around and say, give us another pallet. And you're like, well, we didn't even make a pallet. So, it's just part of the conundrum. But then as a marketing person, I love that because it's limited, and I love that. So, and plus with direct to consumer, and here I'm already on my soapbox now.
Yeah.
This is just to make work. Direct to consumer, you